You defended this city from the worst the darkness sent against us. Your light has been our beacon. We thank you, Guardian, and we will never forget.
What's up, guys? My name is Matt, and as many of you probably know, Bungie once again fired up their live stream to discuss the Age of Triumph. And while late to the party, I still want to give you guys a quick summary of what was said. If you wish to watch the entire VOD yourself, you can find a link in the description, but let's dive into this. The stream started by introducing a new quest from the speaker called Age of Triumph. The Age of Triumph quest will have roughly 12 steps, which will cover every type of content, ranging from daily missions to the Crucible. And if I had to guess, this is more than likely simply an introduction to the record book to get you going along the correct path. They then moved on to Eververse, which has new mystery bags called Treasure of the Ages. These new mystery bags include every item ever sold during any event that has ever occurred in Destiny. This ranges from all armor sets to ships, shaders, emblems, and even ghosts. So if you missed out on the Ghost during the Festival of the Lost, Treasure of Ages is your chance to get it. If you missed out on SRL, well, and you want that specific Sparrow, Treasure of the Ages is your chance to get that. In addition to past items, 16 new items have been added, including new ships, new shaders, new armor, and new ornaments. And these new ornaments including weapons such as the Vex Mythoclast and the No Land Beyond, as well as a few others such as the Suros Regime. And for those concerned, these boxes can be obtained at a rate of 3 per week without paying anything. So if you're worried about more microtransactions and you don't want to pay anything, but you want these treasures because you're a collector, you can get 3 per week by doing your weekly stuff. In addition to the new quest and Eververse, this week's stream's focus was on weekly rituals. This includes nightfalls, raids, crucibles, and the like. With Age of Triumph, they'll be changing up the weekly rituals to make them more rewarding. The first change was covered in previous streams, where they stated that all raids would be brought up to 390 light. This includes Vault of Glass, Crota's End, King's Fall, as well as Wrath of the Machine, as well as new challenge modes for the 2 raids that didn't have them previously. But in addition, Challenge of Elders is also being brought up to 390 light, with weekly rewards including legendary marks and legendary engrams. Another new addition is in regards to the weekly nightfall. Now, while the rewards within haven't changed, a new modifier has been added, and this new modifier will show up roughly once per month, and it is known as Daybreak. This new modifier not only makes the enemies harder, but if you ever wanted to play Mayhem, but in PvE, well, the Daybreak modifier will allow you to do that. In addition, for those of you that are veteran players, you may remember something known as the Nightfall buff. Well, Bungie will be bringing this back as well. And for those that don't know what this is, well, it looks like this. And after completing the Nightfall each week and having the Nightfall buff active, you receive extra rep and XP in all activities for the remainder of the week. This includes Crucible and any PvE content. Now, I know a lot of you are most excited for that little bit. The Blue Flame is back. The Nightfall buff is back. But seeing as I am on the road to rank 100 during my streams, this alone, not the other changes, but this alone has me super excited for the Age of Triumph. But there's one more weekly playlist to cover, so let's keep going. The last and final change changes daily heroics. These are no longer a daily mission, but a weekly playlist including modifiers that Bungie stated was an homage to Queen's Wrath back from Year 1. And for those of you that didn't play in Year 1, it was a PvE event that had us go do daily missions, and it had modifiers, and it got some gear. It was like our way to get a little extra light during the old system. This whole Age of Triumph thing is a nostalgia trip, and I love every bit of it. But let's talk about this weekly playlist. This weekly playlist will cycle through not just one mission, but a group of missions. And during the stream, they showed that it would be Venus and Mars, and said that this would change every single week. And as I stated, this is a playlist. So you launch the playlist with your fire team, and you complete a daily mission, or you complete this weekly mission, and instead of going to orbit and having to go do something else, you can just stay and continue to do daily heroics with modifiers. For me personally, I hope there's rep on top of the weekly rewards, which is a legendary marks and Treasure of Ages. By the way, it's 100 marks per week. They also added a Crucible playlist that gives you a Treasure of the Ages, but me personally, I'm not a Crucible player, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I didn't include every little detail in this video, and this is just a summary. But as I said at the beginning of the video, you can find a link to the entire VOD down in the description. In addition, if it interests you, my friends over at Multilux have provided me and other content creators a Discord server that you are free to join, and a link to that can be found in the description as well. And last but not least, if by some chance you didn't know, I stream here on YouTube very regularly, so be on the lookout for those. But with all that out of the way, I'm gonna get out of here. So my name is Matt, and I'll see you guys next time.